So this is a Coachman Pastiche 564. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. In front of the van you've got a jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker you've got your gas bottle and your gas pipe work coming up to the regulator, and then on top of the bottle you've got your gas valve which opens and closes the gas supply. So open is gas on, closed is gas off. Like I said, it's a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles in the front locker when you are travelling. On the side of the caravan you've got your Truma heating and hot water flue, very simply there to allow the heating system to breathe. You never cover this up at all. It basically does the same job as the flue on the side of your house. You've then got your wind down legs on either side at the front to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. Like I said, they are only there for stabilising, they're not there for lifting the van. If you lifted the caravan with these, it could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. So coming slightly further down the side of the van, you've got your water pump connection. You've got your blue trigger on top here to release the pump from the side of the van, and you push that trigger down to connect it in place. You've then got your pickup pipe that goes down inside the aqua roll. You need to make sure before you turn the water pump on that the pump is fully submerged in the water. If the pump's not fully submerged in the water, it will draw air up through the pipe work on the van. It could potentially cause an airlock on board the caravan. You've then got your battery box and your mains power lead coming into the side of the van. Battery, 110 amp leisure battery, 2-year warranty on that. And the mains power lead is connected to the mains power on the sides. You've then got your motor mover and wheel nuts. The motor mover is very simply there to allow the motor mover. We'll demonstrate while you're here on site, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts to the correct setting. The fresh water that goes in the front of the caravan has to come out somewhere, and that's what these two grey pipes are for on the side of the caravan. So the large diameter holes you see have 2 bits of grey pipe that go into them, and they drop down inside your Wastemaster. Coming towards the back of the van, you've got your toilet flush tank. You open this up and you have to put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use to allow the toilet system to flush. And at the top here, at the bottom here, you have your toilet waste kit, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splash back at you. You need to put 1 litre of water in there and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. On the back of the van you've got your 2 wind down legs again. Again, you don't lift the caravan with these. You've then got your storage locker for underneath the bed at the rear of the caravan. Your 2 fridge vents. So 2 fridge vents are very simply there to allow hot air out the fridge unit, take some cool air in. Behind the top one you've also got a flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. Coming further down the side of the van, you've got a heat vent, so it allows your awning to warm up through the side here. You've got a 3-pin socket to allow power out to your awning, and then you've got a barbecue gas point at the front left hand side of the van, also that is connected to the bottle in the front locker, and the last wind down leg. Once we've gone to the inside of the caravan, as we come into the van, above the door you will see, so above the door when you come into the caravan you've got your master power switch, so you can turn the power on. Power on, so when it comes on, master on. You've then got your internal lighting for the caravan and your awning light for the outside of the caravan. You've then got some options coming through here: battery voltage, internal temperature of the caravan, and then your time on the control panel. You can adjust that by pressing enter, and it will allow us to set the time to the relevant time, as you can see. There we go, that's the time now set on the control panel. You've got your water pump switch here, which I'll come back to in a moment. First thing you need to do when you come into the caravan is come over to every tap on board the caravan and get them open on the hot side of the water system. As you can see, I've already filled this system up, but I'm going to walk you through it anyway. So you're going to open every tap up on the hot side, come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, and underneath here you'll see 2 yellow valves. Both of these yellow valves need to be in the position they're in now. When you're finished with the caravan and you're putting it away for winter, or putting it away after you've used it, we do advise you open both of these yellow valves up and point them upwards towards the bottom of the seat, so it drains all of the water out of the system onto the floor underneath the van. So like I said, flat with the floor to fill the system up. Once these valves are flat with the floor and you've got all the taps open on the hot side of the water system, we're going to come over to the control panel above the door, and we're going to turn the water pump on. Once the water pump is on, it will come up water pump on the control panel. Apologies that the camera's not clearing up very well today. There we go. And then once the system is running, or once you have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan on the hot side of the water system, you can shut all of the taps back off, and then you're ready to start warming the water on board the caravan. So that's where the control panel comes in above your fridge. Before you turn off the main control panel above the door, you do need to make sure you turn this control panel off completely, as we're doing now. But to turn it on, it'll be the same thing. So you turn it back on, as you can see here. And once it's on, you have 3 different buttons down the bottom here. So you have the first one, which is your room temperature, which is very simple to use. You go minus or plus to set the room temperature. I'm just going to turn that all the way down for now. I don't think we need that on today. 5 is the lowest setting. The middle button is the power supply you want to use when you're on site. So at the moment, I'm using it on 230 volt or 230 volt 8 amp. If you're on a site with 4 amp available, you select the 4 amp, and if not, the 8 amp. To select these, you'll essentially go set on the button here, and then when you go back into it, it will show the 230 volt 4 amp is lit up. You've got gas on its own. With the gas turned on, it will self-ignite on gas. If it fails to ignite on gas, it will come up with gas failure on the screen. At the bottom here, you have a combination of 4 amp and gas at the same time, and 8 amp and gas at the same time. That's to boost the systems on board the caravan, essentially, so it warms it up a lot quicker. On the end here, you've got your option for your hot water. You've either got hot water off or hot water on, and it's a 60-degree temperature when you try to warm the water up. So as you can see now, it's flashing on this bottom right hand side to say it is warming up. So we turn this back down again. It's now set to 5 degrees, as you can see on the bottom of the control panel there, and the water is still continuing to warm up. Like I said, to turn it off, you press and hold the power button until the light goes red, and the control panel will turn itself back off. Next thing we go through is the fridge system. The fridge is very easy to use, so you've got the power button on the front here. Turn the fridge on. So, on the control panel here, you'll see that currently it is trying to ignite on gas. So if you want it to ignite on gas, you need to turn the gas bottle on in the front locker, and essentially this blue light here is going to be your pilot light for the fridge. If it fails to ignite on gas, this blue light is going to flash, and it'll also come up with the spanner symbol here and a number 9 here to indicate it has failed to ignite. On gas or mains, you can control the temperature of the fridge on this button on the right hand side, and the more amount of blocks you have lit up, the colder the fridge will be. You've then got 240 mains, and again you can control the temperature on this right hand side. It will only work if you're on a mains powered site. And then you have 12 volt. Now 12 volt is not the 12 volt supply from the caravan. It is for when you're towing down the road. So essentially it turns the fridge into a cool box. Once you connect to the car and you've got the car running, you can come inside the caravan. You can have the control panel turned off above the door. Come to the fridge and turn the fridge on. And then essentially, if it operates with your car, or the car has the right wiring connections on it. So I'm just trying to get this to clear up before I carry on. If the car has the right wiring connections on it, then this light will go solid blue, and you'll have no 10 here, and you'll have no spanner symbol. And like I said, it will just operate as a cool box as you're travelling down the road. To turn the fridge off, press and hold the power button here, and it will isolate the power to the fridge. Microwave works very much like a household microwave. The only difference being, if you're not on a 240 mains powered site, you will have no microwave available. On the other side of the caravan, you have your hob, grill and oven. Now on the hob, you have an electric ring here. Please feel free to try it when you come into the caravan. Just remember that if you do get the hob hot before you shut this down, it could potentially smash. It does warn you here as well. If you're on 240 mains, you'll have the electric ring. If you're not, again the same as a microwave, you'll have no 240 mains to the cooker itself. The rest of the grill, oven and hob all work very much like household appliances. Coming through into the bathroom now, and the last thing we're going to go through on this particular caravan is the toilet system in the bathroom. Very simple to use. You have an electric flush on top, which you press in. You have a red indicator light here that illuminates when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself actually turns for your convenience, as you can see here. However, when you're removing the toilet waste cassette from the side of the van to empty it, you need to make sure this toilet's in the straight on position. Then below the toilet, you have a grey waste handle, which allows the waste into the toilet waste cassette, so you need to push that across into the position it's in now. Then when you're not using the toilet, you have it in the closed position, and this will also allow you to remove the toilet waste cassette from the side of the caravan. So that's the Coachman Pastiche 564. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon again. Thank you very much. Bye bye.